Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Madison and I'm the creator of this faithful home. So on today's video, I thought it would be fun to show you guys a tour of my tattoos. That's right, I have, obviously you've seen in other videos, I have a full sleeve of tattoos, and you may or may not have noticed that I have a couple others on my body as well. And they all represent a story of my faith. So I wanted to be able to walk you through it, walk you through the story of my faith, and kind of explain why I got each of the tattoos that I have. So I'm going to start with the very first tattoo that I ever got. I got it when I was 18. And it is a little anchor behind my ear. I know that you guys have seen this in videos before. It would be subtle and when my hair is up, so probably while I'm cleaning. But I got this because my oldest brother is serving in the US Navy, so thank you, Dalton, for your service. And I got that tattoo as my very first tattoo. I had been thinking about it for quite a while since he had joined, and I wanted to do something to honor him. And so I got that anchor behind my ear. Because initially when I thought about getting tattoos, I knew that I would get tattoos that were visible in general, but I did want to start with something small and something that could be hidden. And it's kind of nice because it is very special and it means a lot to me, and obviously all my tattoos do, but like this one's near and dear to me, and I can kind of keep it hidden and private, and it's personal and it's behind my ear, and when my hair is down you don't know. So I guess at this point I will go in order of tattoos that I got. So the second one that I got is an infinity symbol that says "Your love never fails," and I got it, as you can see here, on my ribs. And this tattoo represents Christ's love, that it is infinite, which means it will never fail. It will never not be. His love is, was, and is to come. And I got this on my rib cage because I thought it would be a really pretty place to have this infinity symbol. And like I said, this is the second tattoo that I got just several months after the first one. Moving on to the next tattoo that I got, which actually is the first part of my sleeve. It is this rose. So this top piece was actually a matching tattoo that I got with my brother who's in the Navy. He got it in full color as part of his sleeve, and I got it to start my black and shaded sleeve. I knew that I wanted a sleeve and I wanted the cap to be Rose for my middle name, and it's a bond that my brother and I have together. Something too that I want to mention that is really important and really special about all of my tattoos is that I designed every single one of them. So this rose that I just showed you, I actually drew this rose in my car while I was sitting in between classes at the junior college that I went to. I had like a 45-minute block in between classes, so I just pulled out my sketchbook and started doodling and came up with this rose. And I'll explain all the rest of my sleeve. I designed every single one of it. I love drawing and I love art, and I thought it was really cool that my artists that have worked on my sleeves and all my tattoos were able to work with me and let my designs be the work on my body. So I don't remember the specific order on a couple of these tattoos because I got them over the period of a couple of years, but the next one I'm going to show you is this kettlebell that is on my left shoulder blade. And I got this tattoo as a matching tattoo with my mom. So her and I got the kettlebell together, and the scripture reference is Psalm 18:1, which says, "I love you, Lord, my strength." And my mom is my best friend, and she is my motivator, my workout partner. We used to work out all the time together, and she is really solid in the Lord and walks by that faith, and she is just so strong, and her story is just incredible. And I'll share her story and have her on this channel one day to get to show you who she is and how Christ has impacted her life. But we got that tattoo together, and she has it on the same shoulder blade, and there's a little heart in the kettlebell which bonds us together. So I'm gonna try the best I can to take you through my entire arm sleeve and kind of explain every bit and piece and how it has impacted me. And I say this because this is my walk with God. Like, this is the story of my faith in my sleeve, and I want to be able to show people who Christ is just as they look at me and as they see artwork on my arm and ask me questions about it. And I love getting random people to stop me in the store and say, hey, I really like your ink. Can you tell me about it? And I'm able to share who God is through that. And I think it is really cool that I'm able to do that. So back here, I have a clock and a compass. As you can see here, it is split down the middle, and it is on this side, there is a compass, and on here is a clock. And then James 4:14 is written on the banner underneath it. And this clock symbol represents that God knows the time and direction of my life, and I need to trust in him for that. James 4:14 says, for you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little time and vanishes. And that is so true. This is just representing the fact that you don't know God's timing and God's purpose for you, but he has a plan and he has already mapped it out. And in his timing, it is perfect and beautiful. And you are a mist in the grand scheme of God's bigger picture. I have Philippians 4:13 written here. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that has been one of my favorite Bible verses for a very long time. And then underneath my inner arm, I have a cross, and it is made out of the stakes that staked Jesus to the cross. And then there are roses wrapped around it and intertwined throughout my sleeve. On the back of my sleeve and that kind of wrap around the side, you can see these mountains. And I have this because God can move mountains. And this is just a reminder to me to pray for a couple certain people in my life that I want God to move mountains in. And then I have a moon back here because it is really pretty over the mountains. And then the Jesus fish that you like typically see in Christian life, but I have made it unique, and it is a thorn because it is Jesus's crown of thorns that he wore. As you continue to move on down my sleeve, you see that I've incorporated roses throughout, and that's just to tie the sleeve together. There is another anchor here for my brother, and it has his initials, and then a paw print right here for my other brother because dogs are very important to him. I have a ribbon with a heart for a family member that is battling cancer. I have the diamond because my birthstone is April, but also, and more significantly, it is a reminder that God is refining me, and he is always going to refine me because he makes beauty from ashes, he makes diamonds out of dust, and he is refining me and shaping me and molding me. And it is a reminder to be more like him. And then the last two pieces on my sleeve that I'm not going to touch on too much, but I am going to talk about because they are significant pieces in my life, are this right here, which is the outline of California. And then down here we have the outline of Tennessee. Those two have a significant impact in my life, and I'm gonna kind of leave it at that because I do want to keep some of my life still a little bit private, but those are two big important pieces in my life and my story. Another tattoo that I have is on my hip, and it is the word forgiven, and it is a reminder that no matter what, I am forgiven. I am a child of God. He has already paid the price by sending his son Jesus to live a perfect life and to die a perfect death and be risen again for my salvation and to take the price of our sins. And the final tattoo that I'm going to show you in this video is the piece that I have on my thigh. It is a bunch of roses with a banner wrapped around it that says faith, hope, love. And it actually ties in with the tattoo on my ribs that say your love never fails. Because 1 Corinthians 13:8 says love never fails, and then continues on. And then down in 1 Corinthians 13:13 it says, and then these three remain, faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. And so I got that on my thigh. And that is the most recent piece that I have gotten, was that tattoo on my thigh. I have gone back since and had shading done to my sleeve and kind of touched up a little bit. But the thigh piece has been like the biggest new piece that I've gotten recently. And it's actually been a couple of years since I got it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me being able to explain the meaning behind all of my tattoos and how they go with the story of my faith. Hopefully I didn't leave any tattoos out, because when I'm wearing full clothes like sweatpants or a jacket, I tend to forget some of the tattoos that I have. I know it's kind of crazy. How can you forget a tattoo? It is literally permanently on your body. But trust me, if you have tattoos, you know that you forget them too sometimes, right? Comment down below if I'm not the only one that has forgotten that they have a tattoo. And especially when I'm wearing jeans, I forget sometimes that I have that thigh tattoo. And it's kind of like this big. I digress. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any tattoos and let me know what they are, because I really am curious what you guys have and the story behind why you got your tattoo. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so that you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. and I'd love to see you back for another video. Until then, bye guys!